We're taking you on a round through time and creativity through the mind of someone who's lived through it all. From Sega to VHS to NES. If you enjoy it, hit the like button and subscribe. If not, enjoy your doom.
Howdy dowdy today there, guys. Now today I'm going to show you how to clean your room. Another example of how to sail to your independence. You're not going to need much today, just your trusty old rag. You're going to be okay. That's not supposed to be there. Anyway, the best way to having a clean room is having the best utensils. You don't need much, just a good old multi-purpose. And the multi-purpose to clean everything away. Deathtrap dungeon. I don't know what that is. Anyway, you want to make sure you have the best room in the best market everywhere you go. And then do I know you?
I'd be surprised if you do. Many challenges await for you while you sit idle.
But we're here to sail to our independence. Don't you want to learn how to paint?
No one gives a shit about wanting to work. We all want to run our brains.
My clothes, man. Shit. It's cold in this bitch. What have you done?
Welcome to Deathtrap Dungeon, home of all of your fantasies as well as your nightmare.
Oh shit. Guys still want to paint? Please.
In the 70s and 80s, every known man wanted to become free and find their own niche market, no different than today. And along with Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and many others, it was a guy named Ian Livingstone who sought these ventures in Europe. Livingstone was heavily into fantasy, and it was a great time because Dungeons and Dragons was popular, and the computer and video game home console market was also developed. He founded his own publishing newsletter with partners John Pete and a guy named Steve Jackson. Now, Livingstone and Jackson went to create a lot of fantasy games throughout the 80s, and it was similar to Dungeons and Dragons where they partnered with Puff and Books for publishing rights. While creating many classics, they created a game called Deathtrap Dungeon, which was sort of like Resident Evil, seems like to me. It has this same scenario where you're stuck in a labyrinth full of monsters and ghouls, and you have to collect a bunch of gems to get out of there. It was very successful, and it presented many opportunities for Livingstone and Jackson to enter into the video game industry. Livingstone went to do design work for a company called Domart. They more than likely were on a real shoestring budget at the time, and they needed Livingstone's creativity to take their games to another level. You know, Livingstone at the time was bored with being a designer, and he wanted to be more of an investor and a board member with Domart. But what Livingstone didn't realize was, this was in 1993. During this time in 93 and 94, we were transitioning from the 16-bit era, or even the 32-bit era, which wasn't really that popular, to the 64 with the Nintendo 64, the Sega Saturn, and the PlayStation. So, considering they were on a shoestring budget, and video games now require more expensive technology to develop games, he really became a shareholder at the wrong time. And they had no choice but to partner with Eidos Interactive, which became a big-time publisher for a lot of these European-based video games that I grew up playing throughout the 90s and the 2000s. So why did I just cast this hypnosis spell on you? So we can finally get to the bottom of who the fuck Eidos really is and who the bastards were that were behind torturing us with these fucking games.
Now, Ian Livingstone may have not created Thunderstrike, Operation Phoenix, or Fighting Force, but his game was definitely all over the face card of Deathtrap Dungeon. Now, I've always heard that the PC version was better, but today we're cursed to play the PlayStation 1 version. Brace yourselves.
In every PlayStation adventure game, you're going to have the option of either guy or girl. This game feels clunky just choosing the options on the menu screen. So I already know with this chain dog guy, it's going to be a long ride. So I'm going to go with this Red Lotus girl because she's probably more agile. Control? Man, you already know where I'm going with this. If you had an elephant operate a bulldozer for a $2 million excavation project, you would prefer that he stay on his job than for you to control any movement in this game. I want to elaborate on this, but we're in for a long ride today, so don't worry. You have to know which button combination is best for you, because without getting comfortable knowing where to position yourself to attack, along with dealing with either to hold the attack button or tap it, which is something that you're going to have to figure out and discern at the very beginning of the game, you have to know exactly what's going on. Each level is a labyrinth, just like the damn board game, but the emphasis they put on dungeon crawling is too far. First off, I know they're trying to get the feel and essence of being isolated and in darkness, but like Narc on PS2, it doesn't have to fucking hinder my ability to see. You have to understand the floor plan for these design levels. They are really cool, or at least in the early stages showing Eidos' prime capabilities. I'm not understanding why I feel like I'm playing one of those early PlayStation games from 1995. I mean, this game came out the same year that Resident Evil 2 came out, and even though it's not really that much of a difference with Resident Evil 2 and this, but at least the geometric shapes were accurate in Resident Evil. I mean, some of these cylinders and rectangles look like they just aren't positioned correctly. You're really going to get confused going through this room where these fucking possessed steamrollers called the knackers are just constantly and almost arrogantly just rolling around and not giving a shit. I mean, seriously, like, what if a fucking old lady was in here looking for her long lost husband? You think these fuckers would give a shit that she's in the way? I'm not sure how it would develop later, but this game throws every little obstacle at you to lower your health. And it's hard as hell to find health and even staying alive long enough just to find anything. You collect extra weapons like these bombs and fireballs and razor spells, but just like the health, everything is limited as shit, so you have to be very resourceful when using it. And you have to really watch these fucking bombs because when you throw that shit, the fucking camera angle switches up on you, so sometimes you might be nearby it and it'll explode and lower your health. You also have these fucking save spots which come nearby quite often, but you have to realize that when you save on here, you get stuck with the same shitty weapon and health, so you have to really know this game's controls before you save anything on here. You have various weapons, but trying to hold on to them and progress through the game is very difficult to do. As I mentioned before, you have this thing called the razor spell, and it doesn't really do too much damage. Fireballs, they're alright. And then you have this Elmer Fudd looking gun called the blunderbuss, and it's not really that accurate, and you don't have any crosshairs to really see where you're aiming.
You start to see some real strange enemies in this game. You know, at first you have these annoying fucking jesters that's running around, but then later on you start to see some really strange shit.
All of these fucking doors and gestures can make you lose track of where you're going and drive you crazy. The map is pretty shitty. You're going to need to find 3 different keys. Without reading the level description, you're not going to know exactly what you're looking for, what exactly you're going to encounter and fight, neither will you know the capabilities of any weapons you might find. One example with this is with the Venom Sword. You're going to need this shit really, really bad because you have to navigate through this area where these snake women slither their way around. And they can be a pain in the balls because they attack with this fucking ball and chain. And she looks like a moving pissed off exclamation point that ran away from a sentence. Trying to get away from them is annoying because they always seem to appear in spontaneous areas. Some rooms you get stuck in have very tight corridors, and then these fixed camera angles never adjust properly. You'll really take note of this with these snake women. You'll see them draped all over the level in design. There are also these red flipping bitches that come out of the darkness. You never seem to fight one of them, and they always gang up on you like those scrawls from Magician. You have those bombs to get rid of them, but you have to have them centered in one area. Damn! Sometimes you have to cheat and then close the door, switch, get the right weapon out, and then open the door again and then kill one of them and get cheap hits. You know, this seldomly works sometimes, and you know, sometimes you'll think to yourself it's better to just kill one of them and then go in there and just start attacking. Attacking is fucking weird. When you're delegated to your regular sword, you have to sit in this awkward access point where you have to face directly in front of them to hit. And then you have the option to either hold it and go in this continuous pattern, or you can have the option of tapping it and then attacking in bursts. Now, either method to me is inefficient, and it's like relying on a fucking whore to give you a blowjob after a horse shoves his fucking cock in her jaw, and you don't have any other method of attacking. Of course you can use your magic, but just like the potions, they sparingly come, so it's like you might as well learn how to use this shit. Man, the fucking circus level starts to really show you how excruciating this game can get. You have these fucking blue gnomes that pull dead moves and boot you off the platforms. Fuck are you doing? These fucking exclamation point bitches are the worst. Don't get in a situation where you don't have any magic items and you're forced into combat with two of them. It's damn near impossible. And if that isn't enough, if you stand still on some of these platforms, they'll collapse and send you to an early grave. On some of these parts, you can't even sit still for more than 2 seconds without the fucking floor collapsing or one of these fucking Jacko-skeleton fucks coming out of nowhere. Damn, I can't even finish the level without wondering if some shit's gonna jump out and kill me. Is it gonna happen? Oh man, good. You really have to pay attention to your surroundings, and not always because something's trying to kill you, but just to see your surroundings. Like, look at this clown. Like, he looks more pissed off than that clown from the 1988 Narc arcade game. And, bro, is that dinosaur wearing some all red Chuck Taylors?
This honestly can't be made up. I mean, look at him. He honestly resembles the 1999 Toronto Raptor to me. I mean, and look at this guy. He's like grinning and laughing at the same time. You know he's got to be laughing at me, thinking, you know, if this guy's made it this far dealing with the madness in this game, he's got to be pretty fucking frustrated by now. I have to admit, you know, this T-Rex looks a little too cool to even be bothered, man.
As you go through each room, you'll run into a variety of enemies that'll test your endurance. Oh shit. Damn, this motherfucker. Oh, thank God I have that fucking fireball code. Damn, this motherfucker, he don't look as happy as he did in that fucking picture. Shit. This must have been the dinosaur that did get casted for Jurassic Park. He's really trying to prove he's not to be fucked with. Damn. Hit, you're going to be challenged by finding keys, avoiding dead-end traps, jumping red bitches, these sorcerers that'll poison you if you get close enough, and everything else, man. Platforming is the worst enemy on your island. You can't really seem to go anywhere without falling like 2 levels down and then having to restart. One part I'll never forget on this level is the final part, like when you're walking on this tight beam and you're being drowned by this eerie ass music. And then right below you is this fucking T-Rex, and one slip and fall, and only God knows what's gonna happen if you fall down there. Oh shit. Oh god. No, fuck! It's confusing knowing where the hell to go and how to even track yourself. When you do find out where to go, you're gonna wind up in this room where this fucking alien vagina is decorated and draped all over the floors and walls, and what the fuck?
Is there some kind of special code we're supposed to read into this? Like the vagina is the devil?
Okay, fighting this bastard isn't really that much of a big deal, but I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Of course, you're going to need to get the red sword in order to defeat him. The green sword, the venom, isn't really going to be that effective. He's going to be fucking teleporting and twirling all over the fucking place, so just try to catch him at the right spot, kick his ass, and then move on to the next level. You're mostly going to be navigating your way through each dungeon until you reach the main dungeon master. For example, these knights are your main enemies besides trying to stay on these ledges in the next 2 levels. After them, then you're going to have to find different color keys like the gold key and the red key to make your way to other parts of the dungeon. The level where these damn rats in what you call the rat man, that really allows you to use your special weapons, and you're definitely going to need them when having to fire projectiles from long distances. I have to admit, I've gotten really comfortable with the fireballs, and to be honest, they're more fun to use when you see your enemies get destroyed. The Super Razor spell is probably one of the best items on this game, but it's rare, and when you die, which happens very quickly, and you don't save with it, then you'll lose it very fast. And these damn rat men, they move fast as hell. And then you'll have these two giant rats that chase you like the T-Rex did in the previous stages. One of my favorite stages is the incubation chamber, where all of these damn beefed up deadly hornets swarm around and stabbing and poking stingers and poison the shit out of you.
I hate those things.
Damn. Not to mention that this level barely has any anecdotes. This stage design is really cool, and it reminds me of the lab stage on Resident Evil 2 when you encounter that giant moth that the T-Virus overcame. You're constantly sliding down these various chambers where you end up in this room where this giant queen hornet and those annoying smaller ones wait for you. If you get the flamethrower, it's going to be kind of effective, but honestly, I like using the fireballs, but this flamethrower is okay. It's not really comparable to other flamethrowers in other games, but it's sort of special and it can do a lot of damage. It just seems natural to use it in this situation. But honestly, these hornets don't stand a chance against these fireballs. But if you can find this weapon, kill this fucker. Right after dealing with those hornets, you'll immediately run into this strange room where this fucking Medusa sneaks up and poisons you. Even worse, you'll start noticing a bunch of stone warriors, which kind of gives you a perfect indication as what to look out for. Then in a few steps, you'll notice like this beam of light, which looks like one of those spellbound attacks from those weird jesters. But in one hit, you'll notice that you can't move and the controls like all of a sudden is locked. And then all of a sudden you're stoned. Come on, where is this bitch? Ugh! God, this bitch sent chills on this fucking spot. This bitch got some big ass titties though. Oh shit, man. Damn, fucking game's over. I swear to God, man, the Medusas in this game are probably the worst I've ever played in any video game. At least in this chamber and throughout the level, at least you'll find a hefty amount of special items that you'll be desperately needed for the rest of the game, and at this point any fucking way. Doors can be your worst enemy on this game sometimes. It's hard as hell remembering which one leads to where exactly you need to go. You can use chalk to outline where you came from, but it could be so many doors in one room that it makes it obsolete. If you get close enough when you're trying to get into a fucking room, sometimes this damn shit can slam shut and kill you, man. So it's like with mostly anything, you can't stand still even when opening a fucking door or using any action with it. The most challenging platformer I think I've ever experienced in a video game are on these last parts of the game. Every step is a slip to your death, and enemies all sit up on these fucking platforms and throw shit at you to make you lose your center balance. The blunderbuss and the fireballs are essential at this part of the game. I know I may have talked shit about them before, but you need them desperately at this part, and you have to know how to fire them from first and third person perspectives, or you will not last in here. Oh, good. There are so many rooms waiting to set you up, man. I don't think that anybody could survive meandering through this and not dying at least one time. It's like 1 minute you're opening a door, this yellow door with this skull head on it that looks like the C-3PO from Star Wars, and then you'll run into this red door with the same image, but when you walk in the red door, all of a sudden you're in a fucking flame pit. Not to mention you gotta walk down these tight ass, skinny ass platforms. So you have to get on a flying tortoise to progress through the levels. Fair enough. this room is one of the craziest traps I've ever faced. You have to, in the previous stages, you had to deal with this fucking robot, and it's like he doused his flames on fucking everything, and you cannot destroy them. If you don't have any grenades for the grenade launcher, then the best thing you could have to defeat him is this magic water. But it's a pain primarily because the Warhammer suit's so fucking heavy, and you only get like one giant swipe to attack him. And no matter how many fireballs or any special items you throw at him, this motherfucker won't die. Okay, finally got him. What the hell is going on? Is this shit descending? Oh, fuck, man. Hey, I didn't even fall that far. She should have survived. Alright, let me go again. Come on, die. See, he won't fucking die, man. Shit. Alright, yes. Looks like it's going down. Alright, you're not gonna get away with this time? Yes, man. God damn, I hope this little trap down here waiting. Okay, good. Nothing. But there is a tortoise. Man, I'm too fucking hot for this shit, man. Let me jump. No! Bro. This is unbelievable.
This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a fantasy game, man. This shit is crazy.
So you're flying through space on a fucking tortoise. At least his shell is bulletproof, and it's too bad he can't protect you from his fucking eyeballs with legs that shoot flames and the rat men shooting blunderbuss bullets at you. Whatever you do, don't move. Don't move the wrong way or hell even move at all because you'll fall. It's a laser gun that was perfect for this little rail shooting thing, but I don't have any ammunition for it, so we're good with the blunderbuss and the fireballs. Gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed in how effective these things are. When you reach this breaking point, I really hope you saved at the beginning of this level because you have to switch tortoises, and it's a hell of a lot harder than it looks. Hell, it looks like you could just walk across, but at the same angle, it looks like it's jumping distance. Here we go. Oh, fuck, man. Man, this is a crazy rail shooter. Wow, finally, it's over. It's like coming down from a high from shrooms or some shit. Oh, shit, these fuckers have to come down. Just as before, there's no method to this, man. Just get rid of them. Die. Fuck, die. Heal, heal. Fuck, die. Heal, die. Run. Go. Fuck, I need the grenade launcher, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to just spam the shit out of this motherfucker at this point. Alright, fuck, yes, got one. Where's the other one? Alright, die. Boom, yes. Got that fucker. Whoa, shit. Fuck, this fucking scorpion. Where the fuck did he come from? Fuck, grenade attack. Heal, attack. Okay, shit. God damn. Boy, this grenade launcher done proved me wrong, man. This thing has turned out to be badass. Alright, I think we're getting towards the end, y'all. We can't fuck up at this point. Getting every item in this room and every potion that it has to offer is a necessity. I gotta get everything. Alright, this room looks really enticing. Let's see. Oh, fuck! What the fuck is that? Damn, that's an ugly ass motherfucker. Oh shit, that's not fair. No, he was fucking poison. The last scorpion did it. Shit, come on. Oh fuck! Damn. Just gotta go after a venomous fucker with a venom sword. Come on, die. Alright. Man, I gotta heal the shit out of myself. That was a hard motherfucker. This bastard left me with a nasty poison, man. Shit. Right, where the fuck do I get out? Heal, come on, heal. Alright, man, shit. Saved by the end of the stage. This motherfucker almost had me. This three-headed dragon is a fucking bastard. You have to sideswipe this guy in a weird way that's hard to explain without getting bitten, because in one bite, he will drain 50 of your health. The purple dragon is hell. As confused and scared as I was running through all of these stairs, well, where I have to admit this game finally becomes a little less stingy and gives you two of what's called the Aqua Vitality, which gives you an additional 200 health points, and this thing called a warden, which is like a little small shield. But good lord, is this fucker hard. You have to use a load of potions and an ass ton of fireballs. I know I was able to knock out that dinosaur pretty easily, but they aren't doing shit to this fucking dragon. You don't have no choice but to get what's called the Black Spirit Sword, and you just have to go to work. But what's annoying is when you get in the groove, this motherfucker just jumps up and flies away. He takes like 8 minutes to come back and fight. Fuck, come down, man. Kill him. Yes, kill him. Kill this fucker. Damn. Christ, this fucker was annoying. This final level forces you to know what you're doing. You need to position yourself properly or these fucking 3D design blocks will smash you into pieces. You'll need to grab the silver key to go to the bottom platform. Then you'll have one last jump, one last platformer to make, and by God, please don't slip up and fall down or in these damn spikes and then have to start all the way over. Finally, you'll run into this room where the red dragon appears. Oh my God, this guy's a nightmare. But I refuse to come this far and lose. And to make matters worse, like I said, if you lose, you'll have to start at the very beginning of this level where you have to get the silver key again, go through all that crazy ass platforming, and then make your way back down to this level to fight him because you don't have any more save spots. So finally in this game, they want to give you healths and potions, but they don't want to give you any save spots. What the fuck? Fuck this motherfucker. Come on. Fuck, man. Boy, I swear to God, if I didn't have these goddamn potions, fuck! Barely even hit this motherfucker. Why don't he just come down? It's taking him so fucking long. Fuck, alright, he's down. Come down. Get him. Get him. Yes, is he going down? What? Yes, he's dead. Man, what the hell? Man. What the hell? So it was that ugly fucker the whole time? Go figure.
Ooh, damn. Man, I beat it. Suffering in hell, I see. What? What just happened? Whew. God damn. That was probably one of the hardest PlayStation games I've ever played.
How dare you prove your greatness? You weren't supposed to beat that game.
Well, it happened.
I feel highly embarrassed. Rise to your doom. You're gonna need that sword for a later challenge. In a later adventure you will dwell on. Remember that, grasshopper. My final statement. Ragman, kill this bastard. Kill this bastard at once. Kill him! Kill this bastard! Kill him! I'll see you in hell, game reviewer! Fuck.